for today's lesson, it is lesson number 57. So if you haven't watched the videos, you can do so. It is lesson 57. So because we're going through paper 1, this is paper 1, right? So calculators not allowed, okay? So no calculators, including the Kahoot later when we're doing it. Okay, so some of the questions I'll just skim through because most of you got it right. For those of you who did it and submitted, most of you got the question right. Okay, all right. Question number 1. So which one of those fractions is the same as 12/8? Which one is the same as 12/8? Okay. Now, 12/8 means because of the TH at the end, it's referring to the denominator being 8. So when they say 12/8 means it's 12/8. So if I were to simplify this, I will get, how do I simplify? Divide both by 4 to give me 3/2, which is equal to 1.5. Okay? Yes, that's right. Okay. Now, the next question. Yeah. Remus is also new. All right. Okay, so question number 2. Now, this is the question where most of you got it right. So, in the number line below, which value is closest to A? Now, if I were to identify, all these lines represents a whole number, which is after 65 would be 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. Now, which means that from here, we can already eliminate A and B. Why? Because A is definitely greater than 68. So the only two possible answers are C and D. Now, but because A is closer to 68 than 69, so the answer is C. Okay, so because A is closer to 68 than 69, so the answer is 68.2, which is C. Okay, number 3 is also a question where all of you who attempted, all of you got the answer correct. Okay. Now, so 28 out of 40 students like chicken burger, while the rest of them like cheeseburger. So that means out of the 40 students total, okay, out of the 40 students, 28 of them likes chicken burger. Okay, I should use chicken burger. While the rest of them likes fish burger. How many likes fish burger? From here will be 12. So find the percentage of students who like fish burger. So percentage of students. So to get percentage of students will be 12 out of 40 times 100%. Please remember, it is multiplied by 100%. No calculator, that means you can do cancellation. So with the zeros, I cancel the zeros first, followed by the 4, divide by 4 to give me 3. 3 times 10 to give me 30%. Okay, so that's 30%. Now, from here, hi Skylar. So 30%. So that is answer for question number 3 is C. Okay, question number 4. What's your answer? What is the difference between 16/10 and 16/10 with a TH at the end? 16/10 is how many? Can anyone tell me what is 16/10?
160.
Thank you very much. So that's 16 times 10 to give me 160. Whereas 16/10 is the same as 1.6. So I'm supposed to find the difference. So the difference will be 160 minus 1.6 to give me 158.4, which is C. For those who write 15.84, you know what happened, right? You know what's wrong. So Gordon also got 0.16. So be very careful. 10, the difference between 16/10 and 16/100. So take note of the zeros. The zeros will determine the number of decimal places. Okay, the zeros will determine the number of decimal places. Okay, now question number 5. What's the answer to number 5? Anyone? Okay, so Raymond says C, which is 3. Now, this is considered as one pair, right? Parallel lines. AB is parallel to HG. Then we also have, correct. We also have CD is parallel to FE. Now, who can tell me which one is the third parallel line?
Me.
Which one, Giselle?
Is it DE and FG?
DE and
FG.
no, it's not, because FG is a right angle. See, if I do a square, this is a square, right? And I move it here. It is a right angle, whereas this is not a right angle. Whereas this is the right angle. So Raymond's
I
also
still
got,
don't get it.
huh?
I still don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it? So that means, can FG and DE be parallel?
Oh wait, no.
It cannot be parallel, right? So now you get it? That is not parallel. Okay. So those of you who got the third one, who else got the third line? Raymond, which line is which is the third line that's parallel? Raymond, you can leave it in the chat. Which one is the third line that is parallel? That are parallel? AI and DE. No, they're not. They're not. Because if you take AI and DE, okay, so this DE and this is AI. They are not parallel. FG and DE. No, it is not parallel because you see, this is your DE, right? And this is your FG. This is FG and this is DE. They are not parallel. Can you see that? Well, you can say that FG. I think it is supposed to be FG and DE, but somehow DE is slightly more slanted than FG. So I also can't find any other angle except for this two, right? So BC and FG, not possible because BC is slanted this way and FG is this way. It's not possible. Okay, BC and FG is not possible. Okay, all right. Now, the only possible answers is actually FG and DE. It's just that DE is more slanted than FG. So we're gonna, because of the not drawn to scale, so this is actually your third line. For those of you who cannot find it, okay? So that's why you got C. Okay? Got it? Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna feedback on this question, okay? Okay, I'm gonna feedback on this question to make sure that DE is exactly the same as FG in terms of the orientation of the line. All right. Okay, question number 6. So question number 6 says that the figure is made up of a square and a rectangle. So this is your rectangle. And on the right would be the square. You're supposed to find its perimeter. So this, because it is a square, that means these lines are equal. Okay, they're equal. So this would be your 3 cm. 3 cm. So the total here is 15 cm. Okay, you're supposed to find the perimeter. So anyone, what's the perimeter? You tell me what's the perimeter? Yes, thank you, Rachel. Okay, so you just have to add up the two lengths, top and bottom, plus 3 and 3 to give me 36 cm, which is B. Okay, so Rachel, Remus, and Bella, thank you. Okay, question number 7. So what do we have here? Okay, you're supposed to find the shaded area in the square grid. Okay, you're supposed to find the shaded area in the square grid. Now, simplest way, move this here. Let this become shaded. So you have a rectangle. Okay, you have a rectangle and then you have a triangle. Okay, so the triangle will be half times what's the base of the triangle? I'm looking at the blue triangle here. What's the base?
6.
Base is how much?
6.
6. And the height will be here, right?
4.
Thank you. To give me 12.
12.
Okay. Now, okay, thank you, Bella. So we have rectangle here is 4 times 2. So what is the shaded area? Shaded area will be to add up all the two values that you have, which is 12 cm squared and 8 cm squared, to give me a total of 20 cm squared. Thank you, Bella. Okay, so that's option C. Now, when it comes to this grid, you must make sure you pay attention to what is given. Sometimes they tell you it is just 1 cm by 1 cm. So in this question, they tell you that it is 2 cm by 2 cm. The square is made up of 2 cm by 2 cm. So you have to be very careful to remember to check what is the value given. Okay. Now, question 8 is your 4 operations. Which one do you do first?
Division or multiplication?
Division and multiplication. So I want to do both at the same time, okay? That's 15 and 8. So if you have plus and minus, minus
Go from
first.
left to right.
Left to right also can. So this will give you 22. Okay, so the value is right. The value is 23. Okay. Question number 8. Question number 9. So what is the missing number in the blank? Missing number in the blank. So this, I have to break it up into, what do I have? 0.2 and, remember no calculator, 0.56. If I add them up, I'll get 0.256. So my values is, what is the missing number in the blank? Will be 0.1. Thank you, Rachel. Hang on. Fine. Okay. All right. Okay, now question.